So hi guys, I hope my screen is visible to you. So as you all know, we are done with XAT this year and CAT as well. So most of you might have secured good percentile in XAT, I mean CAT, and for those who were there, like who could not perform well in CAT, had high hopes with XAT, but I believe this year's XAT was a bit challenging. And like last year as well, the XAT was very challenging. This year as well, XAT surprised in few ways. I mean, obviously, like XAT is always lengthy, but this time it was like very hectic to read all the RCs, and I mean, I had spent around 2 hours on RC and DM section itself. So I fell short on quant section. Yeah, so and I mean I did well. I attempted around 40 questions, 45 questions because I fell short in quant section due to time that I spent in this DM and VRC section. Uh, so yeah, so I decided to make a video to discuss this DM section as I was also confused on YouTube channels. saw a lot of videos discussing the solution of this DM section, and everyone has a mixed answer. So accurately, you cannot tell like what will be the answer to DM section because that obviously surprises us every year. So I mean, still, yeah, we can discuss the answers, and based on my selection, I'll go through each and every set and explain what I selected and why I selected. So you guys also can explain your choices, what you made, and why you think that is the correct choice. I mean, obviously, I can be wrong in any of these questions. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll surely explain you my point of view. So, and one more thing. So, as you all know, this is my new channel, and this is my new video, like first video. So please do hit like and subscribe if at all you think that the content is up to the mark, so that I'll continue making other content for future preparation for all the management exams, so that we all can, you know, clear it together. So yeah, so let's dive into it. So the first set was this True Color Event Management Company one. I hope you guys have the overview of the set. I I mean I don't have to explain the whole set, right? You guys might be having the overview. So the first question was to count of and that aspirational target can be achieved only if it is replaced. However, he is not sure if it should make any major changes in his life. So we had to select an option which supports not to start making major changes immediately. So I had marked this for this. I marked this option C because Sukanta needs more time to learn. It was mentioned in the passage itself like Sukanta needed more time to learn about the dynamics and to settle up its establishment or to achieve the target they are targeting. They needed more time to settle in and reach the target, desired target. So I mean, other options I don't think like best fitting. I don't think other options were fitting in. So yeah, this was my selection. I mean, you guys can have different selections, so you guys can drop your in the comment section what was your selection and what was the reason you selected this option? So anyway, uh, so the second question was which of the following will best help Adil to ignore the acquisitions of the media agencies? And this was the statement which many of us might have neglected. Maintain status quo. Status quo means like mm, maintaining the balance or like keeping the situation same as such. So I marked it here as this. Agencies keep defaming each other out of fierce competition. So like this was the best assumption that you could have made to ignore the accusations that in that area agencies keep defaming each other due to the competition to achieve their own targets. Rest of the options were not quite the fit according to me, but yeah, this was the best according to me. So let's go on to third question. Uh, yeah, so this was the question. The following years rather discusses that. So witnessing the internal turmoil, Adil must now navigate the company's immediate action. So basically, they were only able to sell 40,000, but earlier they were selling 50,000, right? So they had to sell more than that, but they ended up selling only 40,000. So now, to this solve this, Adil had to take an immediate reaction. So which was the best course of reaction? Action, sorry. According to me, it should have been he should wait and watch as the investment may need more time to bear it. So as it was mentioned earlier, I guess in the passage, if uh, Sukanta adopts or take up this task, it might need a bit of time to settle in. Sorry, might need a bit of time to settle in. So yeah, this was the best option that could have been possible course of action to proceed. Let's move ahead. So which of the best following considerations will best help Arya decide whether to apply for the online management certificate program? So this one I selected wrong. I do not think this is the right answer. I mean, I was confused between two options, and this later I realized this is the not at all the correct option. So the other option that I was confused in, like it was this one. It She feels that the online program is light enough to manage while working full time. So she can work full time by and alongside that she can manage the online program as well as she did not, I guess, clear. It was mentioned somewhere she did not clear the exam even after preparing. Also, mm, um, yeah. So yeah, I guess this was mentioned that she was unable to crack the entrance exam, so she might be considering. So anyway, so this option this option felt best. Actually, I marked wrong. I realized it later that this option is completely irrelevant. This adds no scope actually. This was completely a wrong choice. So I think A would be the best option here. So let's move ahead. Uh, so another question was, Arya was worried whether being the candidate with a minimal experience, she would be a good fit in the executive program. So which would help best in taking decision in 1 year admission, sorry, in the 1 year executive MBA program. So here I mean option that I selected was this, the option. So I thought like in executive MBA, she was getting a choice to select her own interests and yeah, this option is out of scope. Scholarship and all is not mentioned here, like she has any financial trouble or anything. So scholarship is out of scope. So Ara does not have confidence. This also is a vague option, does not completely justify this. Like this does not give her the perfect, uh, you know, this perfect explanation to like why would she opt for this executive program. So I believe D might be the best option that she can do. E is also out of scope. He has no scope in this. E does not explain anything. So D is the best option. So yeah, let's move ahead. So another question was this, are I considered the whole? Yeah, so this was, I believe, the, oh, they had two. So yeah, so more offers were made than the available seats. So here, to restore her faith, what we could have best selected was, I guess, option D. I mean, I am not 100% sure, but I guess this does make sense as much as I can think. Because the B school owned up to their mistake, it was mentioned, right? They contacted her and they told her that she can join another program, and yeah, same program she can join and deferred admission as well. So I mean, they owned up to the mistake and they wanted to help her. So I mean, sorry. So yeah, so this was the best option that made some sense. So okay, let's move it. And guys, I'm not 100% sure about it as well. So you can also drop your answers, like why, what did you select, and why did you select that? That I mean, okay. So let's move ahead to another site. So this is done, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is done. So let's move on to the next set. So this was related to this some social ritual, I guess. This okay. So yeah. So I'm not going to explain whole set because you guys have already read the set. You guys know the set. So I'm only going to discuss the answer now. Sorry. So which option will best enable Lisa to save the newcomers from the ritual without being singled out? So what we had to do here is question. Let me explain you this. What it was asking us to do. So we had to explain, like, select the best option which would help this Lisa to help newcomers, like to save the newcomers from the ritual that their law firm was following without her being pointed out from the CEOs, or without her being coming into the limelight as to why she has raised the question. So this was what was being asked. So I mean, I selected this uh, B option: organize a generic workshop for newcomers regarding the workplace politics. This, I mean, I'm not sure about this, like if this fully covers the scope of what was being asked. I had doubts between two of these options. So uh, A could also be the answer as well. B was like a balanced approach. Alright, you know, you can organize a workshop for the newcomers and let them know about what uh, company follows, like what ritual has been followed from a long time, and what they need to look out for. So this, I believe, this was my thought process in selecting this option. I mean, this could be a little out of scope or might not cover what fully is being asked in this question. But yeah, A, if not A, B, then A is the answer shortly. So let's go on to another question. Mm, whatever the batch. So here lawyers joined in 2024. They receive an anonymous mail warning them about a ritual. So someone sent anonymous mail for that ritual. So Lisa's name was being discussed, but Lisa shares a did not fit. She did not write the email. Okay. Hmm. The name continued to. So here we had to diffuse the situation as so as to the questioning and fingers are not pointed out towards Lisa. So as it's mentioned already, like she did not send the mail, so we had to diffuse situation like very mindfully, and it should have also looked like Lisa is not against the ritual, and also uh, it should also prove that she did not send the mail. So here I selected the A option. She should apologize to the founders, taking accountability for creating a climate that resulted in someone sending the anonymous mail. So here, if she apologizes, you understand, if she apologizes to the founders directly, they might sympathize with her that okay, she owned up to the mistake of creating such climate that might have led some newcomer to send an anonymous mail. And she also mentioned here that this resulted in sending the anonymous mail, but she did not send mail. So this covers both the points here. And again, I mean, I'm not sure 100% sure about this, but I believe this covers the full scope of what is being asked to diffuse the situation. Also, let's see other options if there might be some better options like this. So this is completely wrong. B is completely wrong. So she should publicly apologize as well as wrong. This does not bring, uh, this does not address the issue. So she should wait on here that she will. Uh, this also could have been the correct option. Mm, the reservations about the practice. Okay, so I mean these two were very close options. This public sending mail publicly was not fair actually. So I mean A and C would be the correct option here because these two are the close ones which would help diffuse the situation. So let's move ahead. Okay, so what was here? Mm-hmm. New batch joined in 2025. We want to welcome by exposing them to the harsh reality of the okay, which while being empathetic of the demands. So they wanted to stick to the ritual as being they were following, and but they wanted to be empathetic to the demands of the times, like protecting their well-being and all. So which option would be the best? I believe like they invite suggestions from lawyers regarding formulating new. I mean, this could be out of scope, right? I don't think so. This would be covering the whole sense of what is being asked here. So here all the options like here all the options like very were very confusing. I mean, I cannot even say they were close. They were very confusing to select here. Uh, so I selected B because it was it made sense like to consult the lawyers for their what could be done while being empathetic towards the employees, what Rachel should be followed so that there is no further internal turmoil or anything. This could be the option, but I mean, I don't know. And this, mm, this also, see, all of these options are not fully covering the scope. Like it was very confusing to say. This question was a hard one in this set because all the options are very confusing and hard. So I mean, very bad options are given in this least worst option you would have been asked to select here, which is the least worst option to select among these. So yeah, anyway, let's move ahead. So next question was which of the following option should Dheeraj execute? Best enable to get more training opportunities. So this was a easy question. So here this was the perfect choice that was fulfilling all the needs that were being needed. Like the should mandate the senior trainers must allow the young trainers to take at least 30% of the training sessions. Sorry. So this was the best option here to enable young trainers to get more training opportunities. So yeah, let's move ahead. So this was the next set. Human dynamics is a leading training organization based in this okay. So yeah, let's jump onto the questions. So the first question was which of the following actions would best help Sudha stop Dheeraj from assigning her programs to the young trainers. So here I selected D option. So this option, I mean, this would maintain a decorum and her image as well in front of the CEOs would uh, enhance, you can say, because she is, she is motivating and pointing out that young trainers, he proposes training the young trainers in an innovative way so that they become independent in future. So it's mentioned earlier, right? They want to focus on young trainers as well. So keeping this in mind, what she can best do is she should propose training the young trainers in her innovative methods so they become independent in future. So this option would be best for organization as well as her. This is why I selected this option. I mean, there might be possibilities like other options are better, but I believe I found this to be the best option according to me. So for this as well, you can drop a comment in the comment section. What did you select for this question and why did you select whatever option did you select? So yeah, let's move ahead. Uh, Wait, let me check other options as well. This is very, not ethical. Uh, this is very unethical. You cannot confront the CEO. This is also not, completely ethical, right? She cannot just go to the clients directly and say like, reject Dheeraj's trainers. This is very unethical. You should share that assignment. This could be the possible answer as well. I mean, this and A, D might be close options, but I think D is the better choice here because he is maintaining her image as well as the organization's future as well. Because training this young trainers would be obviously, better for the organization. So this would be the best option according to me. So yeah, so let's move ahead. Uh, so what was the next question? What best can Nandini do to regain the client for herself without appearing to be against? Okay, so here what we had to select is to regain the client for herself without appearing to go against the organization's focus on providing young trainers more opportunities. So here I selected first option, propose to Dheeraj that in future assignments with the client, Kirti can be a co-trainer with Nandini to help improve her performance. This because I selected this because this supports both of the what is being asked in the question to maintain the balance. She did not want to look wrong like she's going against the young trainers because young trainer is unable to perform. That does not mean she can go to the CEO and ask them to like remove the young trainer. They are not up to the mark, so client is complaining about that. That might not be the feasible choice directly to go and tell them. So according to me, this first is the perfect choice here. Propose to Dheeraj that in future assignments with the client, Kirti can be a co-trainer. Here Kirti was having some trouble. She was not delivering up to the mark. So Kirti can be a co-trainer alongside Nandini to help her performance, which would be feasible because we are promoting young trainers, right, in the organization. So this would be the perfect choice for me. I mean, according to me. Rest, you like other choices can be possible. You can explain like what did you select again and like why did you select and what did you select. But yeah, so let's move ahead. So this set I actually skipped. I was running out of time, so I skipped this set. But mm, we can discuss it. But I'll have to, read the full set for that, which might take some time. Mm, 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 mm. So we can skip this set if you want, or we can discuss this in the last. Let's go on to the next set. Until then, okay. So here we had this grocery store one. So this set was a bit challenging. You can say not the easy one. Actually, I skipped this this Hind Care Hospital set was the easiest one, which I unfortunately I had to skip due to time constraint. Actually, I did not even read the whole set, and if I had read, I would have known that it is the easiest of all the sets. So yeah, let's go. Uh, anyway, so here we had this grocery store. So here we were asked to sustainable way to increase Sundaram's profit because he was barely breaking even. So as he had agreed to pay high rent somewhere, it's mentioned right. He had agreed to pay high rent. He cannot negotiate on the rent part, no matter what. So, any option involving lowering the rent is completely wrong. Uh, so D is completely wrong. So, what he can do is he should offer to procure items unavailable at his shop from the town on residents' demand. So this option would like fit in the scenario to optimize and increase his profits if the items he does not have uh, at his store, he gets them from the nearby stores, on the customer's demand. This would increase his profit, overall profit, right? This would be the perfect what other option could be possible is this is not possible. He cannot give the discount as he's rarely breaking even. It's mentioned, right? Discount is not possible, lowering rent is not possible. Again, this might be possible. He can advertise through leaflet, which is a minimal investment but can have a certain amount of reach to the customers. But I mean, I don't think this option would be more effective than this one. He is the more effective according to me. Like he does he does have to make an investment of getting the items from the farther stores from the town, the request of residents demand. But I mean, overall, he might be having, a profit after selling those items at a higher price to the customers. So again, this can be another option. And E was also a close option that discount can be removed, but here somewhere it was mentioned, right? He offered a 15% discount committed. See, uh, most of you might have overseen or neglected this word. He committed to offering 15% discount, right? So he cannot retract the discount and sell at MRP. So this option gets ruled out here. I hope you understand this. Okay. So lowering the rent is not an option, and 40% discount is not possible. He's barely breaking even. So A, according to me, is obviously a better choice. Again, C can be another option. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but C can be another option. But according to me, A is the very like the best one, which is effective. Okay. So yeah, let's move ahead. So this question involved best address the concerns of the rising out of. So Sundram started selling vegetables and which affected the vegetable vendor. Also, the maintenance staff of the community was benefited from receiving for free at low. So unsold stock he distributed among the maintenance staff, sorry, so which enabled them to retain the staff. Okay, whose attrition rate was increasing with more communities, gated communities coming up. So this was the very important point to focus on, which many of us might have, neglected or not given the required importance. So here it is mentioned this enabled association to retain the staff whose attrition rate was increasing. This was an important point. Attrition rate was increasing, so we had to keep in mind that staff is staying, like staff stays with the community and they don't have to go out and look up for the maintenance staff. So this was also the which was being asked in the question. Okay, so here we had to select the option to address the concerns. So I selected the option E. This might be the correct option because Sundram can take up a place to sell the vegetables and pay the rent for the same. So here, this residents association would get the additional rent from him, which therefore, I mean, they can distribute among the maintenance staff if they want to, or something of that sort. But I think this might be the wrong option according to me, which I selected. This might not be completely right. Okay, so this does not fully cover the scope of it. What it is being asked in the question. Okay, okay, so Other options that are possible might be fine. Imposing a fine does not cover the situation. This can be possible, but I mean, I did not see anything mentioned like they wanted to keep the vegetable vendor, uh, like they wanted to keep that vegetable vendor only. I did not find that in the set, so we can opt for this as well, to give specific quantity. So because they wanted to retain the staff, right? So for that we can select this option as well. C might be the correct option as well. And B was also close one here. To discount the rent for the vendor to increase the competition and ask him to continue. This can be a better option as well. So which will allow a vendor to stay within the gated community and continue his work while competing with Sundaram. Yeah, so this covers all the aspects. This might be the best option. So yeah, let's move ahead. Rest ensure about his revenue do not come down due to the Russian. So here Russian was being referred to as a quick delivery platform which was delivering within 60 minutes to the gated community. So he had to take some steps to ensure that his revenue was not coming down due to this Russian. So here I selected option E. He can employ a few helpers who will do home delivery of his products within 10 minutes across the gated communities. This is the best option that is possible. He can This will ensure his revenue stays up to the mark and does not come down, and he can directly compete with Russian. So this which was the perfect option here. Other options, I don't think they made much of sense or cover the scope of it. This is not possible, right? Like he cannot ignore the situation. This is also not feasible, right? He he cannot just directly go and start up this finish him to compete. This is out of scope. This he's already given discounts, right? So this option is, I mean, this option is not required as such because he's already giving discounts. This E option is possibly the best possible solution for this. I mean, you guys can tell me what did you select and why did you select that option. So yeah, let's go ahead to yeah. So next set here we had was this newspaper one. This set was a hard one. This was very challenging set. So let's dive into it. So first question was regarding whether she should publish the article or not, and which option would best enable Ramya to publish the article. So here I selected this option, D option. Ramya should publish the article because investigation by Sarup has enhanced the reputation of the this newspaper. So here I felt this is the best option because overall, like main focus is to enhance the reputation of the organization. So this and Aditya Swarup was a well-known this journalist. It's mentioned here, right? So this is the point to focus on, an award-winning senior journalist. So this is why I selected this D option, which according to me is the best option possible, which would help her choose why to publish the article. So yeah, uh, other options, again, this is a close one. This, I heard from many people that they marked this option as well. This is a close one, but mm, I mean, no one is 100% sure, right? But according to me, this is the most feasible and effective option which would help her decide why she should publish the article. So, yeah, let's move ahead to the next question. What is the most responsible action should Zubin take, keeping in view the recent developments due to the inaccuracies of the article? So here I selected this option, the option which might be wrong. Publish a modified version of the article next day defending the investigative journalism of group. So here you cannot directly go on and accuse or say something like this, bullying witnesses. This is not ethical as well. So follow up article disclosing. This is not possible. You cannot disclose the identity. This is also not possible. You know, like best of the best journalists can make mistakes, right? You cannot just remove them from the newspaper. This is not possible. So this is the possible answer according to me. Yeah, this also is possible that they can retract the entire article and publish the Ramya's, who is the editor, I guess, editor's apology in the newspaper. But again, uh, I don't know if this will cover the whole what is being asked inaccuracies. So best they could do is for modified version they can publish the next day and they can defend Aditya Swaroop's article because he is a well reputed journalism, so they can support him and uh, and by doing this they like they don't risk their reputation as well, like they for the false accusations or something. This could be the possible option, and E could also be a possible option. So yeah, let's see. So here comes our last question. Oh, actually, we have covered all the questions. This is quick. Anyway, so let's come to this. So which are the following actions by Zawin will best enable to enhance his diminishing reputation? So he had to enhance his reputation. I selected here was assign a new investigative project. This was in scope and addressed the issue effectively. So this was the best possible option which they could have done. Again, we can see other options as well. Till to plant. This is not possible, right? Assign. Yeah, this is very vague option. This does not instate his diminishing reputation. The YouTube channel. What would he do with a YouTube channel? Why would he want a YouTube channel for his reputation? If his reputation is diminishing, he should work on a new investigative project, right? A YouTube channel would take a lot of time to develop. You know that, right? So that is not possible. Asked to focus on mentoring. This is not possible. I mean, this does not address the issue, of course. So yeah, A is the best possible answer. So let's go back to that kind care hospital set. Hmm. hmm, Kind care hospital. So let's go through it and answer the following questions as quickly as possible. Hmm. Okay, this is one of the largest hospitals. Then the okay, 50-kilometer radius. It is well regarded among the okay, well regarded for critical. Okay, so for critical surgeries, they prefer to travel to the nearest city, which is 100 kilometers. Uh, Okay. Take- Okay. State of the art testing lab they developed, they needed this, and it was developed around 50 years. Okay. It is the most sought after testing lab. Okay. Even today, come up around this is moreover many other pharmacies and food joints are around it. Okay. Okay. Standalone pharmacy has gained a foothold around it. Expand into tier 3 cities when it comes to this. Significant proportion are outpatients with a substantial number seeking emergency services. Okay. 600 bed hospital, generous funding. Okay. Hmm. Current camera, significant interest in internet connectivity. Okay. Many and to work remotely. Okay. Okay. Kind here to bring in other from other cities. Okay. So okay. Wake up call. Okay. Okay. So they held the renovation work due to the constant flow of patients. Okay. So they realized they cannot hold the renovation. They had to take the step. So let's go to the questions. Kind care feels that it needs to be better prepared before us. Okay. Before something like COVID comes again, they need to be prepared with the infrastructure. Okay. So decides to invest immediately in improving their infrastructure. However, this would mean that it should either reduce or shut down the operations of a few departments. Okay. The following options and least effective option we had to select. Okay. Let's go. They cannot reduce. They cannot reduce the outpatient capacity. They can shut down the cafeteria. There's A and B. A and B. These two we can consider. Let's go and see C or E. This is possible as well, but this is not the least effective one. This is not possible. We cannot shut down the medical lab. This is also not possible. So here we have this ABC as correct option here according to me. Okay, so let's go on to the second question. Heineken needs to maintain a large inventory and other supplies in the storage unit. The unit ensures adequate and timely supply, large inventory, timely supply to the ICU, and always runs to capacity. The renovation team suggests that the storage unit be shut down. So, a renovation team is suggesting to shut down the storage unit for the medicines for 7 days for urgent renovation. So it's mentioned that due to building being old, the past renovation work had stretched beyond the estimated time. So with the following actions best ensure kind care operates efficiently during the renovation. Start building a new storage facility. Yes, sir. This is not the best option. Rent a large space about 1 hour away from the hospital for 7 days. This is okay. Let's see. We can keep this as the, I mean, last option if nothing else is better. Let's move on to C. Shut down the hospital until not possible. Shut down the cafeteria. Possible. D is possible. We can shut down the cafeteria. Cafeteria is of less importance, right? As compared to storage unit. So we have to keep the storage unit. We cannot shut down the storage unit as it is mentioned here to ensure the supply to ICU and emergency services. So due to this, we cannot build a new storage facility and we cannot rent a space away from the hospital. We cannot shut down hospital. So this is the best option possible. We won't renovate. This is not possible. We cannot have the capacity. Mm, According to me, yeah. This cannot be the perfect way. So D might be the perfect option for this. Let's move ahead. So has to renovate given the come take 7 days. However, as the works, what's happening? However, as the work starts, the team interested with the work really realizes that the work will take more than 15 days. Okay. And even this revised estimate is modest. Okay, they don't even have confidence on this as well. So already the outpatient services are affected. People visiting the hospital are being turned away. Okay. So if it is stretched any further, it will attract strong resentment from the public. The most sustainable solution to follow would be to reduce the number of clients. Okay, so we have to retain all the patients, maximum patients possible that are turning away. So mm, this arrange with the this was okay. This is, I mean, not the best solution, but okay, we can keep this. Bring in a reputed renovation team at triple the cost. So, given the urgency of the this renovation, this might be the better option. And this larger hospital is, I mean, 100 kilometers away, so this might not be possible, right? You cannot just send critical patients 100 kilometers away travel while they are critical. So A is not possible. B is the better option here. Let's move to C. Stop the renovation work and resume work. Mm, Renovation is critical. We have to do renovation right now, so we cannot stop the renovation. So start. Okay, so this is also possible. We can gradually start the operations and hire a team of experts to find a way to speed up the renovation. This is possible, yeah. This is not possible. So the D and B can be possible, but here, considering the triple the cost, I would go with D. According to me, I mean, not sure. So D might be the better option here. So yeah. So we are done with this analyzing this response sheet or whatever you can say. So let's hope for the best. I mean, whenever that answer key comes out, it does not, you know, surprise us or boo us in the face. Let's hope for the best. Like, uh, whatever you guys have selected is the best possible answer. So yeah, So yeah, that's it from my side in this first video. What is happening? Okay, so that is all from my side for today. Uh, you can drop your comments in the comment section if you have any doubts or if you want to, if you selected any other option to the any of the questions. What is happening? My mouse is misfunctioning. Anyway, hmm. Okay, so yeah, guys, that's it. This is all from my first video. So I hope you liked it. Mm, it actually stretched a bit. I did not expect it to stretch so much, but yeah, that's okay. I mean, so yeah, if you found it relevant, you can give me a like, share, or subscribe button, and we can continue preparing for our uh, management exams together. So yeah, I mean, I'll also be starting a course as well on the YouTube channel to because I myself will be appearing for the exam. So I thought, why not, you know, engage with the audience or engage with students and help along with me, help them achieve what I want to achieve. So yeah, and I don't know what is happening here. Why is my mouse functioning like this? One second. Okay, so okay guys, so yeah, that's all. That's it from my side. I'm sorry. We'll see you in another video. Let's wait for the official answer key and let's hope for the best as to limited surprises from that in VARC and DM section. The quants is fixed, quants are everyone can give the correct answers. Any YouTuber, anyone can provide you with the accurate answers. But the worry is with DM section, biggest worry, and then VARC. So let's see. So that's it. I'll see you in another video. Do like, share, and subscribe the video if you liked it and found it relevant. If you want me to continue making such videos to help you out. Okay. Yeah, see you guys. Bye bye. Take care.